Hello, I'm Pamela Raquel, and today we're going to talk about a topic that is extremely important for many men: how to master the art of satisfying a woman in bed. This is a comprehensive guide that teaches proven techniques for increasing female pleasure, helping you understand and meet women's intimate needs. Before we start, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving valuable tips and help the channel grow. 1. Understanding the female body, anatomy of pleasure. Understanding the female anatomy is the first step to providing pleasure. Often, men do not know the female body well and, consequently, do not know how to stimulate it correctly. It is crucial to know where the pleasure points are located, such as the clitoris, G, and the spots, and understand how each part of the body can react to touch. The clitoris, for example, is extremely sensitive and a significant source of pleasure. So familiarize yourself with the female anatomy so you know exactly where and how to touch her to maximize her pleasure. 2. Communication in bed, the importance of open dialogue. Open communication is key to a satisfying intimate encounter. Many women feel embarrassed to talk about their preferences and desires, but it is vital to encourage them to express themselves. Ask her what she likes, how she feels, and be willing to listen and adjust as needed. Dialogue not only increases intimacy but also ensures that both parties are on the same page, creating an environment of trust and comfort. 3. Perfect prelude, the art of foreplay. Foreplay is essential to set the stage for a satisfying sexual experience. They help increase arousal and create an emotional connection. They include kisses, caresses, massages, and whispered words. Dedicate enough time to foreplay as it can make all the difference. Take your time, enjoy the moment, and pay attention to her reactions. Proper foreplay increases sensitivity and arousal, preparing her body for the main act. 4. Rhythms and movements, synchronizing for maximum pleasure. During sexual intercourse, it is important to find the rhythm and movements that most please your partner. Every woman is different, and what works for one may not work for another. Watch her reactions and adjust the pace and intensity as needed. Gentle, slow movements can be just as effective as faster, more intense ones. The key is to find a balance that works for both of you, creating a synchronized dance of pleasure. 5. Pleasure points, exploring lesser-known areas. In addition to the clitoris and the G-spot, there are other erogenous areas that can provide a lot of pleasure. The neck, ears, breasts, abdomen, and inner thighs are just a few examples. Explore her body with kisses and caresses, paying attention to her responses. Discovering and stimulating these lesser-known areas can intensify pleasure and lead to a more complete and satisfying sexual experience. 6. Experimentation and variety, keeping the excitement alive. Monotony is the enemy of pleasure. To keep the excitement alive, it's important to experiment and vary techniques and positions. Don't be afraid to try new things, like different positions, sex toys, or even incorporating fantasies and role play. Experimentation keeps the relationship fresh and exciting, allowing both partners to discover new sources of pleasure. 7. Feedback and adjustments, reading and responding to her signals. Feedback is essential to improving the sexual experience. Pay attention to the signals she gives, whether verbal or nonverbal. Groans, rapid breathing, and body movements are indications that you are on the right path. If something isn't working, she may show discomfort or even ask you to stop. Always be willing to adjust and improve, ensuring that the experience is pleasurable for both of you. 8. Respect and consent, the basis of every intimate encounter. Respect and consent are fundamental in any intimate encounter. Make sure you are both comfortable and in agreement with what is happening. Never pressure or force something she doesn't want. Mutual respect creates a safe and positive environment where both partners can explore and enjoy pleasure in a healthy and consensual way. 9. Games and fantasies, venturing into the world of desire. Incorporating games and fantasies can add a new dimension to the sexual relationship. Fantasies are a healthy way to explore desires and increase intimacy. Talk about her fantasies and share yours, finding ways to fulfill them in a safe and consensual way. This not only spices up the relationship but also strengthens the bond between you. 10. Post-intimacy care, the importance of affection after the act. Post-intimacy care is as important as the act itself. After the relationship, show affection, such as hugs, kisses, and sweet words. This reinforces the emotional connection and makes her feel valued and loved. Small gestures of affection can make a big difference, leaving you with a feeling of satisfaction and well-being. Now that you know the techniques to master the art of pleasure and satisfy your partner in bed, it's time to put them into practice. Remember that the most important thing is to create an emotional and physical connection based on respect, communication, and consent. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your own experiences and questions in the comments. Let's continue. Ecstasy secrets, elevating her sexual experience. Today we're going to explore an essential guide for men who want to elevate their partner's sexual experience. This article will provide practical, advanced tips for intensifying pleasure and ensuring that both partners enjoy deeper, more satisfying intimacy. Before we start, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving valuable tips and help the channel grow. 1. Understanding the female orgasm, myth and reality. Many myths surround the female orgasm, and it is essential to demystify them to provide a more satisfying experience. Female orgasm can be clitoral, vaginal, or a combination of the two. Every woman is different, and what works for one may not work for another. It is crucial to understand that female orgasm is not a goal to be achieved, but rather a journey to be enjoyed. Knowing and respecting her body, exploring it with patience and attention, is the first step to providing genuine pleasure. 2. The psychology of pleasure, the role of emotions in satisfaction. Female pleasure goes beyond the physical, it is deeply rooted in emotions. Emotional connection strengthens the sexual experience, increasing intimacy and satisfaction. It is important to create an environment of trust and security, where she feels comfortable expressing her desires and needs. Positive emotions, such as love, affection, and respect, intensify pleasure and make each encounter more meaningful and rewarding. 3. Breathing techniques, amplifying pleasure through control. Breathing is a powerful tool for amplifying pleasure. Deep breathing techniques can help prolong arousal and intensify orgasm. Encourage her to breathe deeply and in a controlled manner, synchronizing your breaths to create harmony between you. This practice not only increases pleasure, but also promotes a deeper and more intimate connection, strengthening the emotional and physical bond. 4. Impactful positions, discovering the most effective. The choice of positions can make a big difference in the sexual experience. Some positions allow for more intense stimulation of the G-spot and clitoris, increasing the chances of orgasm. Try positions like spooning, which allows deep penetration and simultaneous clitoral stimulation, or riding, where she can control the pace and depth. Vary the positions to find out which ones work best for you, keeping the relationship exciting and new. 5. The use of sex toys, diversifying pleasure. Sex toys can add a new dimension to your sex life, providing new sensations and intensifying pleasure. Vibrators, butt plugs and cock rings are just a few examples of toys that can be incorporated. It is important to talk openly about the use of toys, choosing together the ones that best suit both of your preferences. Introducing toys can not only increase pleasure but also strengthen trust and communication in the relationship. 6. Ongoing seduction, creating anticipation outside the bedroom. Seduction shouldn't be limited to the bedroom. Small gestures throughout the day, like suggestive messages, subtle touches, and compliments, can create ongoing anticipation and excitement. Keep the flirting alive by showing that you think about her and want to be with her. This constant seduction keeps the flame burning and makes each encounter more intense and satisfying, building an emotional and physical connection that transcends the moment of sexual intercourse. 7. The power of words, erotic conversation that excites. Words have an incredible power to excite and intensify pleasure. Erotic conversation, when done respectfully and consensually, can be extremely arousing. Use words to express your desires, praise, and create an atmosphere of intimacy. Talking about what you like and hearing what she likes can increase arousal and make the experience more engaging. The key is to be authentic and respect her boundaries, creating open and honest communication. 8. Importance of sexual health, maintaining the well-being of both. Sexual health is fundamental to a satisfactory sex life. Staying healthy, practicing safe sex and getting regular checkups are essential practices. Talk about sexual health openly with your partner, ensuring you are both aware of and taking care of your health. This creates an environment of trust and safety, allowing you to focus on fully enjoying each other without worry. 9. Sensual massages, relaxing and exciting. Sensual massages are an excellent way to relax and excite at the same time. Use scented oils and create a relaxing environment with candles and soft music. Start with light touches and gradually increase the pressure, focusing on areas of tension and pleasure. Massages not only relax the body, but also increase emotional and physical connection, setting the stage for a deeper, more satisfying intimate encounter. 10. Recognizing and overcoming sexual blocks. Many women face sexual blocks that can make it difficult to experience pleasure. These blocks can be emotional, physical, or psychological. It is important to recognize and address these blocks with sensitivity and understanding. Talking openly about fears and insecurities, and seeking professional help if necessary, can make a big difference. Working together to overcome these obstacles strengthens the relationship and creates an environment where pleasure can be fully enjoyed. Now that you know the secrets to elevating your partner's sexual experience, it's time to put these techniques into practice. Remember that the most important thing is to create an emotional and physical connection based on respect, communication, and consent. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your own experiences and questions in the comments. Let's continue. Conquering climax, infallible tactics to satisfy your partner. Today we're going to talk about how you can reach new heights in your partner's satisfaction. This guide will show you effective strategies to intensify and diversify female pleasure during sexual intercourse. Before we start, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving valuable tips and help the channel grow. 1. The impact of the environment, setting the ideal scenario. The environment where the intimate encounter takes place can make all the difference. Creating a welcoming and sensual space helps increase excitement and relax your partner. Soft lights, romantic music, clean and comfortable sheets are details that can transform the experience. Pay attention to the small details and show that you care about creating the perfect environment for her to feel comfortable and wanted. 2. The importance of regularity, establishing a continuous connection. Regularity in intimate relationships helps to establish a deeper and more consistent connection. Maintaining a healthy frequency of intimate encounters creates a strong emotional and physical bond, increasing intimacy and mutual satisfaction. Consistency allows both partners to get to know each other better, understanding each other's preferences and desires, which is essential to reaching climax more intensely. 3. Exploration of erogenous zones, guide to maximum stimulation. Each woman has her own erogenous zones which, when stimulated correctly, can lead to maximum pleasure. In addition to common areas such as the clitoris and breasts, explore other areas such as the neck, back of the neck, thighs, and back. Use light touches and kisses, watching her reactions to discover which areas provide the most pleasure. Careful and attentive exploration of these zones can make a big difference in the sexual experience. 4. Alternating dynamics, leading and following at the right pace. Alternating between leading and following during sex can create an exciting and pleasurable dynamic. Sometimes taking control and guiding the movements can be extremely stimulating for both of you. Other times, letting her take the initiative can provide new sensations and increase intimacy. Finding the right balance between these dynamics makes the experience richer and more diverse. 5. The role of diet and exercise, influences on sexual performance. Diet and exercise have a significant impact on sexual performance. Maintaining a balanced diet and exercising regularly improves blood circulation, increases resistance, and promotes general well-being, essential factors for a healthy sex life. Foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and fish are known for their sexual health benefits. Taking care of your body means taking care of your intimacy. 6. Lubrication and comfort, ensuring a smooth experience. Adequate lubrication is essential to ensure a comfortable and pleasurable sexual experience. Use quality lubricants to avoid discomfort and make movements smoother and more pleasant. Lack of lubrication can cause pain and discomfort, ruining the experience. Preventing these problems is essential to maintaining pleasure and intimacy. 7. Advanced techniques, from theory to practice. There are several advanced techniques that can intensify pleasure during sex. Techniques such as edging, which involves bringing the partner close to climax and then decreasing the intensity, can increase the intensity of the orgasm. Another technique is yoni massage, which involves stimulating the vulva slowly and gently. Learning and practicing these techniques requires patience and attention, but the results can be extremely rewarding. 8. Consistency versus innovation, finding balance. Maintaining consistency in practices that work well, while introducing new ideas and techniques, is essential to keeping the excitement alive. Finding the balance between doing what you know she likes and surprising her with new experiences can create a dynamic and satisfying sex life. Innovation does not mean changing everything, but adding new elements that intensify pleasure. 9. Care and attention to details, the small gestures that count. Small gestures of affection and attention to detail can make a big difference in a partner's satisfaction. From making you breakfast after an intimate night out to sincerely complimenting your appearance, these gestures show you care. Showing affection and consideration outside the bedroom strengthens emotional connection, making intimate moments even more special. 10. Emotional support, supporting her after climax. Emotional care after sexual intercourse is as important as the act itself. Showing affection and support by talking and petting helps create a feeling of security and love. This strengthens the emotional connection and ensures she feels valued and loved. Emotional support consolidates the experience, leaving a lasting feeling of satisfaction and well-being. Now that you know the infallible tactics to satisfy your partner and achieve climax, it's time to put them into practice. Remember that the most important thing is to create an emotional and physical connection based on respect, communication, and consent. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel for more valuable tips on relationships and intimacy.